All right, this is Aaron Foster, and you're enjoying my mystery stand-up comedy comedian show. This show features comedians that you absolutely probably have not heard of, but they are funny and you will enjoy them. So sit back and let me rubber stamp these next couple of minutes. Enjoy this person.
On us as if we bullshit. You understand? Oh man, Country Wayne gets $6 grand, $7 grand a show. What you doing, Aaron Foster? Like what? Like they don't realize.
Country Wayne, who is that?
That's my point. Exactly. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
So you are correct. So I wanted to get back to the times, Aaron, where this is a gift and a curse. This Aaron. The gift is anybody can make money. I don't give a damn who you are. But money has always been a priority. But in this generation, it has made money the top precedent. You understand? That people are willing to do whatever to get it. So now, hence, the art suffers.
Okay.
As opposed to when we was coming up, Aaron, when me and you was young, watching stand-up comedy, if somebody believed in you, they would start to build a machine behind you, and that machine would drive until you just couldn't go no further. They'd be like, oh, who's next? But they exploited your talent. Maybe exploit's not the right word, but they put your talent on display.
They developed your talent.
They developed your talent, exactly. And you went as far as your own ride, your own vehicle can take you.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Nowadays, man, is like red. Nowadays, man, it's how many numbers you got? How many? I understand the business aspect of can you get asses and seats, but what was y'all doing before social media come along?
Right. This motherfuckers who got a video or who suck somebody's dick on TV
Let's get back to that.
But then they want to step into stand-up because they figure that's a way to make money because I can bring people into the venue, but I don't have any talent. I understand it.
But that hurts Aaron Foster. That hurts Lawrence Owens'. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to kick out 10 stacks to go get Netflix without a true understanding that I'm going to get a return on my investment. If not, then it's like oh well. Fuck a oh well.
Right.
I'm talented enough that if I came up in that era, then the vehicle would have been built behind me. That's all I'm saying. Let's get back to that understanding. Even if I'm not chosen, Brother Foster, let's get back to where talent actually means something.
Yeah.
Because these niggas with all these millions and millions of followers are in the way. It's blinding you of the talent. That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah. And I've seen it where what happens is the audience also suffers. Who's the most important person? So they pay they $25 or even $40 or $50. They come and, you know, like you said, cowboy dickhead who packs it in, does 45 minutes of throw up and dookie.
Exactly.
And then they like, stand-up is all right, but it ain't, $40 all right.
So then the up-and-coming funny people come to my show going, I went to a Cowboy Dookie show, and we got to hear that. And it's not their fault.
Right.
It's not the audience's fault, and that's what I'm trying to educate them on.
Right.
Because they will fire back, where at least he got 1 million followers, so I can understand, but who are you?
Yeah.
And nobody got time to listen to you tell the history of comedy. Well, in comedy, nobody want to hear that shit, and I understand that. I'm not mad at them for that, but everybody ain't gonna be inclined, Brother Foster, to be like, oh, so overnight sensation in about 15 years. It takes about 18. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah, man.
Today,
right.
How to incorporate your business.
Let's just get back to the days of when your talent, because in that case, Brother Foster, now everybody is on an even kill. It's 0-0. Yeah, Duke might slaughter Chicago, Illinois, but before they threw that ball in the air, 0-0. I'd rather take my chances with that. I know I'm going against the Duke Blue Devils, but I would take my chances of 0-0. Them understanding that I don't have a chance at all because they done made my goal bent a certain way, you know what I'm saying, or it's too much smaller. No, I ain't even gonna play. I'm not, because I don't even have a chance. The ball ain't gonna ever go in. Yeah, I done thought all this shit out, Brother Foster. I'm for real about this, man. Even if I don't, but as long as we get the opportunity for 0-0, that's all I add. Let's get back to those days. That's all I ask, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's no going back behind, man. It's just that I think also what
Maybe
we do.
readjusting it?
Let me say.
Okay.
What we do is such a vicious and terrible fucking game that it's gonna weed that shit out because dudes are gonna go do their show. They're gonna get 50. They're gonna get 3 million followers on Instagram. They're gonna do a show, and the show gonna be booty, and then the audience ain't gonna come back. Now the problem is we got to continue to create shows and create other things that eventually they'll walk into, and then we can show them what stand-up comedy is about. Laughing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, it ain't gonna never go back. Because the money ain't there. That's why dudes like Bob Sumner and what's the old boy that used to own Fat Farm, Def Jam. That's why Russell Simmons. That's why they ain't really doing it no more. Because it's hard to sell that shit, and ain't nobody perfectly buying it the way they was in '92. It ain't as easy to do a Def Jam tour. Well, the new people aren't getting following like the old people did, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. It's hard to develop some new big giant names. Just think about this. It's motherfuckers that made it off them 94 to 89 Def Jams that's still making money. Bruce, Earthquake, them cats are still making money. But Comic View didn't really create that vehicle like Def Jam did. And then it fizzled out even after that. Like in the last 3-4 years, ain't nobody making money like they used to. Unless you out here supermarketing yourself and showing up everywhere, sort of like what you doing, man, which I really have, I watch you and I say, man, that dude going through whatever you're going through to get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, is this nigga getting all the way to North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, you know what I mean? On the budget that we dealing with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, Lawrence is doing it. You know what I'm saying? You sacrificing. So I respect all of that shit. I respect it. And you got kids. You know what I'm saying? So I respect all of that. And I see it, and I acknowledge it.
Thank you, brother.
So I know when you see some of these other motherfuckers, I don't even really know their names, but I know it's some of them internet dudes, like Ducks, something. You ever seen that dude? He do like a Greek thing where and he get followings, and you know.
He be wearing a blue shirt. He tall, brown skin.
No, I don't know. He kind of short, but he'll put on a dress and make fun of the AKs or make fun of Zetas or whatever. Well, these dudes are doing shows. They actually, like when black Greeks do a show somewhere, like the Qs throw a show, they'll hire him to be their host. And I'm not sure how he pulls it off.
Probably get about 5-6 racks, brother Falk.
Oh, for sure. He getting his money. I mean, and I respect that part of it. I just know that stand-up, I ain't seen him do the whole shit. I seen little clips of it. But it's, he come out, and I think he even probably had video. So he's like, yeah, y'all having a good time? Watch this video. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And that, to me, that's cool if you got some stand-up in there, too. Or some, if you got some heat. But we come from a different generation. We come from watching motherfuckers like Corey Holcomb, you know what I mean, who stand up there and make motherfuckers gasp for air, killing them. And even Hollywood has even chipped off some of the edges of Corey. Because before he got in Hollywood, and that nigga was fierce. He had dudes like Jamie Foxx. I'll never forget, I told you this probably before. It's one of my favorite stories to tell when I used to be in All Jokes Aside.
Now, you ain't tell me no Jamie Foxx story about Corey Holcomb.
Well, this was before they got on the radio together. I used to come in the office with the dude who did all the booking and all the calls was Raymond Lamb, good dude, my fraternity brother. So he would get calls from, like, say, D.L. Hughley and those dudes, because they was on the level we on back then, maybe a little better, but still like a headliner of a little club, a little black room, a little black whatever. And they would be like, okay, tell me who you gonna have as my feature. And ain't none of them motherfuckers want Corey to be their feature. They didn't want Tony Schofield to be their feature. And they damn sure didn't want Kenny Howell to be their feature. Which I don't know if you remember all three of them niggas. But
yeah, I do.
They was, at that time in their city, those three dudes was hard to follow. They used to destroy Chicago. Man, I mean, have motherfuckers, have headliners, have niggas watching the headliner like, damn, but they probably should have let Tony close this out, because this nigga ain't really. And then, but you know, the pros would come and do it, because they would pick it up. Some of them, you know, be able to handle it. But a lot of them, man, they would just be like, nah, we won't, and then pick other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't Corey Hope. I give respect. I ain't trying to hold his dick. The nigga's a great comedian.
What, so Jamie said he ain't want Corey Elwood?
Jamie Foxx was one of the cats who would pick his features. You know what I mean? Tommy Davidson, legendary. Tommy Davidson.
I don't like no heat now. I done learned that.
He put me off.
Man, he don't like no heat.
Nah, he won't have nobody in front of him that's like strong.
You don't play that shit.
Just them types. And you had also Mike Epps used to. They didn't want Mike Epps to be their feature. And then he started blowing up to be the headliner anyway. But he started off like he'd been in Chicago as just like me and you. But he used to fuck with like Marlon and them cats. D-Ray, them dudes. He'd come kick it with them.
Why hasn't Marlon Mitchell ascended to a higher level?
Marlon Mitchell, I mean, I think one
got caught up in the local celebrity status.
No, he has a bar and a business, and his mother, you know what I'm saying, and all of that keeps him. That's a big part of it. The other part, man, we don't know, because the nigga was funny. You know what I'm saying? He's hilarious. He's, you know, it's a lot of dudes who, you know, if they got. Had to go toe to toe and follow that motherfucker. If it was like a co-headliner flip, days flip, you do this headline this month, this show, I headline the next one. A lot of niggas would be ending up with that first slot a lot. You know what I'm saying? The owner would be like, well, you know what, let's let Marvin close.
Right.
Niggas a monster, a beast. But something about him hasn't taken him to the next level. But that's a lot of Chicago dudes. We got a strong nest. One, I think also we don't have enough industry in there. Just like your city. It ain't enough.
DC fucked up. I had to leave. You ain't nothing there.
Right. Well, we starting to get some shit. Like, we got all these Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, then we get Chicago Medical. Them little TV shows are starting to come here. We're getting a little bit of media, but it ain't like Hollywood. And Hollywood got all the other machines, like the managers and had the connections to get you in a blockbuster movie. Like, this is a young cat named Chris Red. You know Chris Red? Yeah, young dude. He ain't got the total time, but he got enough comedy time where he can, you know, he can handle the stage. He's in a movie that came out this week.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. He in that movie Pop Star.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in that motherfucker, and he ain't got just a
he in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
In that motherfucker. He in the movie.
How does one put themselves in a situation to get that kind of management, brother Foster?
I don't know, man. I think Second City helped him, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how he did it, because when I was doing my shows at the Laugh Factory, they barely was using him. He wasn't a strong stand-up, but he was good. You know, he was good Right. But he was young, you know, I guess good looking.
Right.
You know, and whatever it was, they got him, man. They got him. He goes to, like they had him hosting a show at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles. Which when you on the marquee in Los Angeles, you absolutely getting looked at.
Number one media market in the world.
Yeah. He's getting checks from the movie, so I know them checks ain't like $600,000, but them motherfuckers is better than $20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Better than 150,
Right.
300. It's the job we chose. It's the life we chose, like you say on The Godfather.
Sure is. Like my man Paul Newman said and wrote a petition. The only guarantee is that none of us is going to heaven.
For real?
You remember Paul Newman and Tom Hanks?
Road to Perdition.
Yeah.
I don't remember the words of that, but that was a good movie. You're gonna make me watch that motherfucker.
Hey man, it's when Tom Hanks meet up with Paul Newman.
When he meet up with him?
Yeah, and like as the movie go along, and they meet up at the bottom of at the bottom of the church. They go downstairs in the church.
This is right before he killed him?
Yep, right before he killed him. Yep.
Okay. Alright.
He said your son Connor, I was working for him or for you. He had me murder the McGowan brothers, and Paul Newman said there are only murderers in this room. Nigga, that's how he said it, man. It was chilling, man, because he telling the truth.
Yeah.
He said the only guarantee is that we will never make it to heaven. It's the life we chose, Michael. Open your eyes.
Right.
That's what he told him, man.
Have you seen the new Roots?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't either, man. I want to see it. I was a big fan of the old Roots, man. The old Roots was the shit. Have you seen it recently? Not the old last 10 years?
Not the last 10 years, but I used to watch them the regular when it come on.
Yeah.
Especially when I could understand it. Like, we had to watch it in high school.
Yeah.
But
you was young.
I ain't understand it. You know what I'm saying? All we saw was a nigga in chains.
Yeah.
Whipped them. Say your name Toby, man. So now we mad at the white kids in class.
Right.
And then I used to do a joke about that, like when I first started Roots and Shaka Zulu, like cause I got in trouble for this. I said the only reason why I watched Shaka Zulu because they were showing like live titties on regular TV. We ain't had cable back then, you know what I'm saying? So teacher was like, well, what you learn about?
The internet.
Yeah, there wasn't no internet back in, you know what I'm saying, 84, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She said, so Lawrence, what you learn about Shaka Zulu? I said that Shaka's sister got nice breasts. She said, get out my classroom.
Right.
And don't come back till I talk to your mothers. Truth though, I couldn't tell you nothing about Shaka Zulu. Damn, his sister had some nice titties.
Right.
But then when I got older and watched Roots, I said, man, that shit is powerful. And this how you know if people really watch Roots or not. They always talk about Kunta Kinte. Yeah, I get it. But the most powerfulest part of that miniseries Roots that came out in '77 when Kizzy was in charge. When it was Kizzy's time. Kizzy was the one. Don't get it twisted. Kunta came over here and he's the godfather of everybody. But that goddamn Kizzy was the one, brother Foster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. She held that goddamn family down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, she did.
She got her son straight. She got Ben Vereen straight. Chicken George. You better, Mom, I'm only funny. Ain't that time for funny?
Right.
This ain't the time for funny, Chicken George.
Yeah, they say the new Chicken George get down too in the show. You know, with the chicken fighting and all that. They say it's pretty powerful. But here's what I liked about Roots. If you look at the characters in Roots, man, they reflect people in our day and time and how they act towards the world and white people. If you watch watch it for that. Man, it's very good, man.
Go back and watch it.
I used to do a joke, and well, it was more of a political statement, but it was a joke too. Where I pointed out the fact that if you watch Roots, you never see a white person hit black people. You never see it. Now they imply it, but especially the scene where Kunta Kinte gets hit, they have a black man whooping. Just like a lot of the times in our day and time, they'll figure out how to get a black person to hurt you.
Right.
And whatever you doing, somewhere down the line, they'll find a way to push that black person to be the penalty, the person to put the penalties on it. So you watch it for that.
I will. But I know Kizzy had a nice run, and I like my man. I like Kizzy's grandson, Chicken George's son. He the one that put on the different horseshoes to figure out who was the clan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was deep.
He had a nice run. Yeah, he had a nice run. So I like him.
Yeah, no, it was an incredible movie. It was about. It was. I watched it last summer. I watched that shit probably 8 times all the way through. Over and over. And what else? I like 12 Years a Slave, man.
I like 12 Years a Slave too, man.
Yeah.
That was gonna be one of my parodies that I put on my special. Changed my mind, man, cause it's just people
too hard.
Nah, cause I was gonna be the dude that was gonna come home, right? You know how when he come home and everybody lined up, and then I'd be like, I'm sorry. And then I was gonna have the wife be like, so where the fuck you been?
Okay.
You know, right. like black women don't appreciate what black men do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe I was just, you know what I'm saying, bullshit. You didn't have me up in here, whatever. Right. You got me to believe that you was so then I start arguing, because I'm like, how come my daughter got a baby and I was gonna have the son give that innuendo like he you know what I'm saying, she gonna blame me because I wasn't around, and I was gonna be like, you know what, fuck this, and I was gonna hail a cab and man, take me back to this plantation that was at.
Okay. I'm going back to slavery. Okay. But you know, in the book, that was her husband.
Yeah.
That wasn't a nephew or son. No.
You remember at the end, it was his wife standing and his son, his daughter, her husband, and the baby.
His wife. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But in actuality, it was the wife, his daughter, the new husband.
Her daughter's husband or her husband?
No, the wife's husband and the baby.
Oh, well, the picture ain't imply that. The picture ain't give that.
Right.
Oh, okay, brother. My bad.
Yeah, no, man, it was a deep ass book.
I see.
It's a deep ass book.
Hey, I might do the sketch now because I incorporate that part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, who we here for?
Right. Bitch, I'm out here getting whooped and you ain't. You getting some new dick. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I feel
hey, what are you talking about? That's her husband. Bitch, I read the book when I was on the plantation. This is your.
Thank you,
what the book
say.
Thank you. You just told me something. I didn't know that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. That's not what the book said. We ain't talking about the Bible either.
Right. Yeah, man.
I just might do that again, brother Foster. Because the sketch I was gonna do a parody of your man Birdman.
Oh, y'all ready or y'all done?
Man,
that type of shit.
Yep.
Ooh, that nigga, man. He can't go nowhere without motherfuckers yelling that shit.
Exactly.
Oh man, put some respect on it, Birdman. That motherfucker.
And I was gonna do it just like that. I was gonna do it a parody in threes. One of them I was gonna act like a slave master pulling us in. We was all gonna be in chains. I was gonna say, put some respect on my chains. Respect. Did you pull up on Master Tom? Pull up on Master? Damn. Yeah. Like I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Right.
See, I'm telling you right now, when this shit gets started, put some respect on my chains. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, next up for option, put some respect on my chains. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna just have something to try to rhyme with name.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that, and I was gonna do put some respect on my thing. I was gonna act like a prostitute coming up, be like, "What the fuck is this you want me to suck?" Put some respect on my thing. I knew a couple brothels where you was at, and I could have pulled up. I ain't think that was.